Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac. Oh, for a second I was just like, why is there Isaac just like right here? And it's like, oh wait, that's not Isaac, I'm just stupid. Anyway, so, yeah, let's go for growth hormones straight off the bat. Man, we look freaky. Okay, before we move on, I have Skype open, and for whatever reason, Skype is a massive memory hog. I do not like the program, but considering it's like the oh jeez. Well, I guess it's Us versus Wrath. This is kind of premature-ish. Yeah, I'll just wait until he kind of blows a hole in the level and kind of use that to get around. Okay. It'd be awesome if he blew himself up, but you know what? Now we're getting a fair amount of like open spaces. So I'm just gonna sit here and bait him because we've managed to do a fair amount of damage to him without really even trying. Man, this makes me want to play Bomberman right now. I never really... Okay, no. I got into Bomberman in kind of a weird way. So I discovered... Whoops. I forgot. He actually does damage by coming into contact with you. For whatever reason, I guess blame Tower of Guns for this, but not all enemies are that way. In Tower of Guns, the spin bots do damage to you if they're touching you, but like half of the other things that you come across don't. So you can stand on a cannon if you really want to. Blow up that TNT. Oh, thank you. And hey, blowing up the TNT didn't manage to mess with my frame rate at all. So that's a very good thing. And we're going straight into the Widow. Pink Widow. I've never fought Pink Widow before. That's kind of scary. Not entirely sure how that's going to turn out for us. Ow. Fast and freaky is the correct answer. So instead of dumping out spiders for us to deal with, this is like extra scary-ish. Well, you know what? Trial by fire, I guess. So, I want to check out that, like, blood sporty thing if I can, but it ain't that high on my priorities list. Mainly, surviving. Survival is, I guess, paramount right now. Want to take out this thing before... Nope. Okay. I wasted my opportunity / was not quick enough, but that's okay. The extra speed from growth hormones is working out pretty well for us, because... Say what you want about speed upgrades, but like having one, maybe two, ain't half bad, especially from the perspective of, you know, when bosses die, apparently they dump all sorts of, well, they kind of mess with my frame rate. Anyway, don't even care. So, not so bad. Kind of wish we had gotten a deal with the devil, but unlikely. Devil. Wow, we just look terrible. We now have a conjoined twin on our face to go along with our, hideous deformities. God, this game is creepy. Anyway, probably should have gone looking for the secret room. In retrospect, that was a stupid move on my part, and I apologize for it, but you have to realize this is my, like, second run that I've done in, like, years. I guess I did do 2 attempts at recording, like, a co-op run. That was, like, 2 months ago, and did not turn out well. It was fun, but just... It's very hard, like, sending other people your footage. Like, you never think, oh dear, bad situation would be in. I was too busy just thinking, I was like, oh, I'll just take out these things systematically. And it's like, no, they're homing in for my face. Well, should be fine. I don't know if deals with the devil are specifically tied with, taking no damage on a level entirely, or taking no damage on a boss fight. Well, that's insulting. But, you know what, oh, come on. So chances are we're not going to be getting a whole heck of a lot of deals with the devil like ever, but that's okay. Because realistically I'm kind of tried and untested and still learning the game in a lot of ways, because I don't know what like half of the items do. That the growth hormones have... Oh, stupid magnetism. I realized a little too late that getting that health pickup was wasteful, because we only had half a health missing, or half a heart missing. And that I probably could have waited, and it would have turned out better. Why did that fly evolve into a thing? Maybe it's because I took away its poop. Flies like their poop, apparently. Anyway, so yeah, try doing the co-op thing. I think the other thing that makes it a little bit easier, potentially for me, is I'm using Joy to Key here. So I'm playing this on a 360 controller, which means, you know, I don't have to tangle with my keyboard, and the, you know, left stick movement makes it far easier to dodge shots. Again, you know, not entirely the case, but I'd say it's probably a large factor of how I can avoid damage-ish. Wow, no secret area. Well, I guess the only other place it could be would be, like, right here. Right? No? Huh. Well, I only have one bomb left, and right now, it ain't worth going after. We have no money, either. In fact, I think, like, the only real pickups we've gotten have been... I got... Yeah, it was magnetism. I was like, I got the item from the item room, right? And it's like I said, it says I went in there. But, boy, can I... is it not immediately apparent what I got? Because the magnetism showing up, I got stuck on the rock there. Not a proud moment for me. That's okay. I wonder if you could cut the umbilical cords on these guys before they actually, like, die. Oh well, not a big deal. The speed is going to make it a lot easier to avoid... this is Gemini, right? I'm trying to remember my boss names, and it says every time you go into the boss room, but... hell if I remember. I mean, the Widow is easy to tell. Pink Widow is even easier, because it's freaking pink. But, I don't know. I'll get used to it eventually. I think I know Gertie and Mask of Infamy? Mask of being a jerk. I really hate the, like, mask thing. Oh, that's useful. So we get Squeezy, which I believe Squeezy gives me Tears Up and some Spirit Hearts, which is useful. We got an Eternal Heart, which is the equivalent of a health upgrade. Hey, our cancerous deformities have gone away in favor of having terrible eye deformities and a magnet taped to our face. Could be worse. But yeah, so we're definitely doing good as far as, like, health upgrades go. Yeah. Almost accidentally used a bomb. That would have been embarrassing. So I'm just gonna kind of stand here and hopefully they won't notice me. Oh, that's why I'm firing so fast. And, like, really, if anything gets within my firing range, with any luck, my just, like, overall damage and attack speed, because Squeezy's Tears Up, I believe Tears Up means attack speed, anyway. Hopefully between those, we'll be in a good position. That was not so good of a position. Oh, I hate these guys. Because they pop up and then turn into piles of meat that you really have to contend with. Well, and then there were two. And one. And done. There we go. Okay, so took a little bit of damage there. I guess we lost a whole Spirit Heart kind of between the two. Yeah, you're not worth it. I don't even have money to give you, silly, stupid little beggar thing. Whatever you're supposed to be. Yep. Not gonna hit me? Yeah. No, I think part of the other reason why I didn't really get into Binding of Isaac, especially when it was, like, super popular, or, like, initially in my Let's Play, apart from, you know, not being confident, nope, was largely the fact is, like, I don't like the keyboard controls. I don't like up, down, left, right. I prefer to have at least pseudo 360-degree movement, or it's gonna feel really awkward to me. I don't know how I didn't take damage there. But we're kind of in an awkward position with this guy. Any luck I can take him out before the rest realize I'm there? Well, okay, we at least took one out. Oh, this is beautiful. I don't like enemies like that, especially... Oh, crap. I forgot those things can float over things. Okay, so I think you can only go... This is the boss trap room, maybe? Hard to tell. Anyway, I don't think I'm getting into there. Magnetism, useful. Because we don't have to worry about stuff over chasms. You're not okay. I don't like you. Mushroom. Damage up. Oh, thank you, Odd Mushroom. I'm not entirely sure if Odd Mushroom has any other effects, but you know what? Extra damage? Can't complain. So we're a little short on health, but overall we're doing pretty well. I guess let's head for the boss, because we can't do anything else here. Yeah, Binding of Isaac is definitely one of those interesting games. We're doing okay as far as damage and health goes, actually. We've got a speed upgrade, too. So at this point, it's just kind of like, I don't know, living life. Living the good life, in a way. I definitely might not have enough speed to come away from this completely unscathed. That was stupid. Unfortunately, I have this, like, weird, like, issue sometimes with, like, incoming objects, and I just kind of freeze up. I blame my issues with cars, if anything. At this point, we're just fighting, like, bunches of mini-chubs and one bouncing cancer bit. Oh, there we go. Gives us some health. But boss technically isn't dead. There we go. Little Chubby has appeared in the basement. Go away. What do we got? Pageant Boy, I think it's called? Yeah, Pageant Boy. Nothing but coinage. Okay, do we have enough to go in the shop? Yeah? Would it be worth it? No. Now here's the question. Can we make... ooh. Are we crazy? I'm not... I'm gonna see if the door's open, but I think it's a boss trap room, which you can only get into if you have a limited number of hearts. And realistically, I could actually gamble all of our life away on the self-sacrifice. I'll give it a shot, at least for a little bit. We're doing fairly okay on not taking damage and getting some health back, and if I could get like 1 or 2 things, that'd be really nice. It's unlikely though. And that was a complete waste of time. Okay, well, if we die because of that, that's all on me. And my, need to gamble. Because in this game, unlike Tower of Guns, gambling in this game actually can have, like, tangible benefit. Not there, though. And I really didn't want to go for the boss trap room, because that probably would have killed me. Holy crap. Yeah, my voice is kind of coming and going today for whatever reason. Oh, well, that was dumb. Yep. I'm not quite sick, but, like... Whenever the seasons change, especially, my, like, ability to speak and think just kind of goes out the window in favor of just being, oh, I forgot to look for the secret room again. I need to get better about that, because unlike Tower of Guns, you actually know where the secrets are, not by mashing yourself into the wall, but by, not being stupid. Anyway, you guys gonna come back to my court? Because I really don't want to tango in yours. Your court is full of poop and blood. Eesh. Look at you, you're disgusting. You've got, like, a freaky face. Are you even, like, part person? Or, yeah, wow, I can feel, like, stuff just coming up my... Ugh. Anyway, all this talk of poop and phlegm and, ugh. I guess Binding of Isaac brings out the worst in me as far as, like, bodily concerns go. Anyway, we're at 1.5 hearts. That is a very bad position to be in, and I'm loath to go out of my way to start, like, begging for hearts from the game. But we might end up being reduced to that. Assuming we don't take too much more damage, we might be okay. Interesting question. Let's take out this fly before it gets... It was kind of like inching away from us. And the one problem with the joystick is it's not exactly as precise as the keyboard, maybe? I don't know, hard to say. But I think... Assuming we can kill... Is this Larry Jr. or something? I don't know. Names of bosses, mini-bosses, whatever. Escape me from time to time. But at least we've got enough damage that we can just kind of rip through poop with our tears. God, that's a weird concept. Crying at poop and making it go away. Janitors in this universe must have really odd jobs. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we got a chest. It's not worth it. We got a couple of bombs left, so... Oh, right. Bombs with that button. Secret room! Please have something useful. Coinage. Could be worse. We haven't taken damage in a little while, but at the same time, I don't want to take any more. Because we only have 1.5 hearts, and largely that's my fault. Clearly I should not bother gambling until I'm, totally confident about getting, to and from places without taking freakish amounts of damage. Holy crap! I forgot they did that! That is freaky and weird, and I just like it intensely. Okay, so it's a sacrifice room, which largely I will avoid. I could go there, but that would leave us with half a heart, which realistically no one wants. Now we got 3 bombs. Is it worth it? Maybe. We got 3 bombs. Let's hope the payoff is not something crap. If it's crap, I'm gonna be sad. Bad gas. Well, could have been worse. I guess right now I'm kind of this weird glass half full type of guy. Oh, this is a very bad saturation. This is a very bad Sasquatch right now. Let's see if we can, like... I wonder if I could push this guy into the spikes, actually. That'd be hilarious. Now, come on. Nope. Okay. So, 1 left. And half our heart left. Tarot card. Magician. Will not recover our hearts. Oh god, one of these brain guys. The one problem is I'm not entirely good at, like, juking around enemies, like, in super tight circles, so I always have to take the long way around, and my shots are slow. There we go, he dead. Please give me some hearts. Nope, just a bomb. Oh, no, slow-moving troll bomb. Well, 1 hit and we're dead, which is going to be very bad for us unless we can get into that arcade, which will be very good for us. Magician, what are you gonna do for me? The answer is not much. Makes me sad. Well, and then there was one, and then there was none. Okay, and a key. Well, the key's gonna get us in here, and we got the arcade. I don't know what you do. The infestation. I think that gives us like a poison-ish. Anyway. Gives us some money. Let's gamble the shit out of everything and hope for the best. And we got some coinage. And then, with any luck, we might actually be able to get us up back to full health-ish. Unless we get hit by, like, a fly, which would be hideously embarrassing. Well, okay, so we got half a heart. That's gonna put us in a good spot. We got a lot of money. Spirit heart. Oh, thank you. Keys. Useful. Yeah, this is working out pretty well for us, actually. I am quite happy. Money. Yeah. Gotta pay attention. I forget from time to time that these guys put out flies, and it's like, scary things are happening. But, wow. Yeah, we got a pretty fly. It's gonna be useful. Oh, please give me the heart. I'd be very thankful. Nope, you're a jerk. Well, we're still rolling in the money. And the spirit hearts, I believe the blood bank doesn't take them away. I'll have to test that, assuming I get some more health. If I don't, well, I don't. Anyway. Oh. Fly love. Is this what I think it is? I think it is. I think I summon flies now. Which is going to be really good for us. Of course, that guy is now gone, but that's okay. If I could get just like a little bit of health, I'll be quite happy. I could go into the shop. I got enough keys for it. Let's go into the shop and see what we're missing, because if we are missing anything, or that happens, not what I was expecting would happen, but it's exactly what happened. Okay, don't want to get hit by greed, but greed gave us, well, greed's going to give us some money. And for that I'm thankful for, because that's going to mean more gambling. Do not want to take damage from him. Taking damage from him would be extremely disastrous. Ooh, nickel. Yes. Lots of money and half a heart. This is working out well. Still not entirely sure what fly love does. I thought it summoned flies every time you attacked, but does not look like the case. Ooh, heart. Yes. Because if I can game this, we're going to be in a very good spot. We got 24 cents. There's nothing in the shop. I was about to head back and being like, oh yeah, what was in the shop? I forgot. Wanderbot, pay attention. Wanderbot, not paying attention today, but you know what? Between all this gambling, it should actually put us back up to reasonable amounts of health, to the point where I'm not going to feel like a terrifying idiot. And, you know what? We're back up to 3 hearts, full if we hadn't picked up all the health upgrades. It's a pill. Pills are scary. What did it give us? Bombs are key. Well, actually, that's not so bad. For a second, I thought it converted all of our bombs into keys, and I was going to be like, that is the worst thing in the world. Realistically, I'd rather have more keys than bombs, but considering they're so even, it doesn't concern me that much. Come on, pay out. I need some stuff. It's a flea, but not a particularly offensive flea, to say the least. But it's working. It's working pretty well. I'm not feeling the hurt. Ooh. Oh, crap. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. This is a unique circumstance that I was not expecting, and unfortunately whenever I get like a bad pickup from the arcade machine, it slows me down. But I'm actually dodging an eternal heart as though we're some kind of enemy, which is hilarious. Let's just be serious here. This is a really odd situation to be in. Very good situation to be in, presuming A, I don't die, and or forget that this is here. But, I'm gonna leave it alone, assuming I can avoid picking it up, because if I pick it up, we're going to be in kind of a crappy position. Really, anything that drops from here, I'm not going to be able to pick up, am I? Oh, missed it on that run. I'm gonna scoot around. Nope, do not want to pick you up. 1 cent left. Please pay out. That's not how I wanted you to pay out, but that's okay, because we're still avoiding the Eternal Heart fairly well. The extra speed is... Wait, is it disappearing on me? It shouldn't be. It's glitching out. Maybe it's just like trying to figure out priority with the bomb. Not poor yet. Almost picked it up though, but for a second it was blinking as though I was about to lose it. I was going to be like, this is a shitty situation to be in. Oh, thank you. Okay, with our last coin, we got half a heart, and I'm gonna get out of that room before that eternal heart comes back and forces us to make a decision that I don't want to deal with. So now we have enough room to go into the curse room. Not room. Enough health to go into the curse room. With a fair amount of, not certainty, but, oh, bad mojo. I really hate the faster versions of these guys, even more than the slow versions. If I can take one out, yep, there we go. A very good situation to be in. There we go. Okay, and half a heart. Great. Whew. I can relax. And apparently my methodology for relaxing is actually sitting up straight in my chair. Oh, well, hello. This is... Yep. Still got hit there. Not the best. Not the worst. I think Pretty Fly blocked the shot for me. There. I feel like what I should be doing here is not what I've been doing. What I should be doing is, instead of just, like, kiting them on one side, just kind of switching from side to side and hoping for the best. And I think we're in a very good position for fighting Gertie right now. I think this is Gertie. Maybe it's Gertie Jr.? Hard to say. I'm not exactly, again, not down with the nomenclature of the bosses in this game. Like, Tower of Guns. I can remember all of the names of the bosses in Tower of Guns. That's because largely a lot of their names are fairly descriptive. Oh, come on. And also, you know, when it comes down to it, there are less bosses in Tower of Guns, and most of them, wow, health upgrades. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. We got one Eternal Heart, we got a rock that I can blow up. Got a chest, I'll pick it up. It's got a tarot card. Hermit. Don't remember what Hermit does. This is going to be weird and wasteful. Okay, so we've got 2 Eternal Hearts sitting around for us. So, might as well get both. We've also got a curse room. I think it's a curse room. It's not a room of self-sacrifice. Again, nomenclature. Not down with that. Haven't spent a whole lot of time on the Wikipedia page. In fact, I haven't spent any. But, so we've got an Eternal Heart. And we're going to lose it. Let's see what we get. We get 2 Spirit Hearts. Worth it? Yes. Here's why. So we essentially gained 1.5 hearts here. And we didn't lose our Eternal Heart because I can go back down to the other one, pick it up, because if I gotten both of them, they would have just turned into a full heart. Or, if I just held it to the end of the level, half of one would turn into a full heart. So, using it to get into the curse room, pretty good deal. Pick up these both. Now the question is... just blood bank... Risking it for science. Ah, shit. Well, sorry. I regret my decisions. I was really hoping that that picking up the bombs are key. Yeah, we'll use it. I was really hoping that this thing wouldn't take away my thing. Well, we got the horrible blood bank. Well, let's use the last of our money. It gives us more money. Because it works. I recollect my fly. We also have a bunch of flies. I'm not entirely sure how you summon flies. Maybe that's like a guppy thing. And maybe you summon flies based on like the damage you take. Which is okay, I guess. But not exactly a situation I want to be in. So I could use the portable blood bag. Not the worst situation to be in. What are you going to give me? Bad gas. Well, whatever. So, I've definitely made mistakes as far as this room goes. Alright, are you gonna... Oh. Is my fly screwing things up? Yeah, it looks like one of my flies has decided that that arcade machine is the enemy. Oh well, blew it up. Got a fair amount of stuff. Not exactly what I wanted, but it works. So now we've got a fair halo of flies. And when it comes down to it, I still did lose an Eternal Heart. Not happy about that decision. That was, you know, my bad. I probably should have been paying more attention, but when it comes down to it, now I know in the future to not do that again. And I learned that without cheating, by looking at the wiki. And that's fine by me. You know what? This is going to be a learning experience through and through. And learning experiences are good things. Here's our pretty fly. He's life. I don't like these enemies. With the green, purpley explosions, and the death, and the pain. Ooh, more bombs. So, we're doing okay. Oh, come on. I hate these things. We're doing okay. I've made a couple of bad decisions. That goes without saying. That damage there goes without saying is a bad decision. Do not like these things at all. I could drop a bomb. Maybe that'll blow one up for me. Yep, took one out. 2 out? Yeah, took 2 out. Makes my life substantially easier. Definitely worth a bomb for not taking damage against these. God damn. I was really hoping he wouldn't come after me, but he did. Okay, so we've taken way more damage on this one room alone, and if we run across the Mask of Infamy, I'm gonna be kind of upset. Anyway, I think I actually know where the secret room is. We'll try through this room. Oh, jeez. I don't like these guys. They freak me out to, like, no end. They're, like, nothing but, like, just fly dumpers. And I hate flies. A, because they make my frame rate a little unhappy, and B, because they look weird. So I've probably mentioned on other Let's Plays, you know, other videos of mine, that I do not like spiders at all. Flies are pretty much the next thing I dislike as far as, like, bugs and visual stuff goes. Oh, wow, that worked out incredibly well for us. So we've got one red bomb fly, one gray one. Makes it pretty easy. They're slow. Wait. I forgot the red ones shoot out stuff instead of actually exploding. My bad. Anyway, let's blow this up. Secret room. What do we get? More money. Well, maybe we'll come across a shop or gambling. Let's make sure we don't use the portable IV bag, because that would be hilarious and terrible. Okay. This is working out well for us. And now these guys, I believe... Nope, they don't. Okay, they just chase you around. I thought for a second they would explode into a shower of stuff. The moon. I want to say the moon brings you to the secret room. I don't know what the hermit does. I don't know what either of them do. I'll bring this one with, and if we're in trouble, then I'll use it. But I have no way of knowing if we're going to be in trouble or not. This run is definitely kind of an interesting run. It is about the most passive run I've had in a while. Like, apart from just shooting a little bit faster and doing more damage, we are virtually indistinguishable from what we were when we came into this run. And that's okay with me. Passive is nice, especially for getting, like, core Binding of Isaac skills. I'm kind of not looking forward to the day where I have the Blue Candle or Mom's Knife, because both of those are awesome, but very run-changing in a lot of ways. Like, you really do play differently with those, and, you know, it's still cool. More tarot cards, jeez. It's like, all it wants me to do is just do weird tarot stuff. Well, stars, what's the stars do? Brings me to the item room. That works for me. Another odd mushroom. Wow, we're like a machine gun now. A turd-based machine gun. Yeah, works for me. Okay, so we've got a couple of things to get back to. That is a silly amount of fire rate. If I had something that converted, like, attack damage, that did not work out well for us. So we've got some of the red fire. Those are always scary because they shoot at us. And we took a little bit of damage. But, hopefully we can get some back. I'll just kind of fire my machine gun fire off in the distance. I'll take these out. Hopefully without getting hit again. Okay. Take care of the itchy nose before we go anywhere. And it's another blood bank. I can blow it up. Not enough bombs for it. Don't have enough health for it. Oh, dear. Temperance. Don't know what temperance does. And if I weren't recording this for YouTube, let's see what it does. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, this is bad. We just took, like, so much damage for very stupid reasons. It was just, like, kind of sensory overload slash, like, just kind of being offended at the fact that temperance is a thing. Oh, crap. Well, we're gonna die here. I'm just putting that flat out. Lots of spiders, very little health. I mean, maybe if we get lucky, maybe like the moon or something like that gives us spirit hearts and we'll be okay, or we can somehow like manage to pull like 6 hearts out of our butt. But chances are this run is going to end on this level, and I think actually the last run ended on Necropolis 1, come to think of it. Not that offending to me. Anyway, so I'm gonna head back for those tarot cards, and I'm just gonna blow both of them. With any luck, they will do something super useful for us, or at the very least, nothing particularly terrible for us. Ladder and another tarot card. Well, let's buy this one. Wheel of Fortune. What's it give us? That might help us actually substantially, because you know what, the ladder, useful, but not that useful. This blows up immediately. Bad gas. That's insulting. But it's life. Don't want to get hit at all. But if I can hit just one of these hearts, we'll be in a beautiful magical place. Nope. Okay, beautiful magical place is death. And I just hit replay on accident. But you know what? That's okay. We made it to Necropolis again. We did fairly well. At some point soon, I hope to get to Mom. But considering, you know, my first couple runs of, you know, Tower of Guns, I didn't even get up to the gumball machine for like a very long time. So you know what? Par for course. I'm still pretty happy with my progress in this game. And when it comes down to it, I'm still pretty happy playing this game. So I'll see you guys on the next run of Binding of Isaac. And as always, thanks for watching.